guys, it's Saria. Welcome back to my channel and my boring background. So I am filming another video, but in like transition of moving, so that's why no fun background. And also no ears because I don't want to dig through my box of ears and try to find my Hercules ones. But today's video is a really fun one. So we are going to be making this little Hades inspired potion bottle. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I did make some Yzma potion bottle ears. I will have that video linked above and below if you guys are interested. But ever since I did that, I'm like, I have to make the Hades potion too. So that's what this video is, and the best part is pretty much all of this stuff is either Dollar Tree or I got for $1 or I got with a coupon. But it's very cost effective and very, very easy to do. So this is kind of going to kick off Halloween/fall DIYs. I'm going to be putting a lot of them out starting now just because I want to. A couple of videos that are coming out I actually filmed last year and wasn't able to get up before Halloween. So that's why I'm starting earlier this year, because I have a lot of Halloween and fall inspired Disney crafts for you guys, and I don't want to run out of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start now. I hope that's okay with you guys. And if you have any requests for fall or Halloween inspired things, leave them for me in the comments below. I will do my best to accommodate and try to get them worked into my schedule. But I am a teacher and I am back at school. I'm in Texas, and so we are back in person. We are not doing we are doing e-learning, but we're also doing in person. So I basically have two jobs. But yeah, so this is not my full-time job, guys. I love YouTube, but it is my hobby. So let me know if you guys are interested in seeing anything. I will do my best to get it out to you guys. And let's jump into the tutorial.
So starting out, you're going to need these little ping pong balls. I got these at Dollar Tree. I also will be using these little skull beads from Joanns. These are optional, but I do think they kind of give it that extra touch. I got this glass bottle from Hobby Lobby for $1 because it was 50% off. You're also going to need some clear hair gel, some pink food coloring, some gray paint. I will be using chalk paint, but I do think acrylic paint would work fine. And then also a plastic baggie and some paintbrushes, and particularly you're going to need a thin paintbrush. So starting out with the ping pong balls, this is going to be the head of the poison bottle essentially, so it kind of looks like a skull in the cartoon. So what I'm doing is I'm taking them and I'm kind of smushing down the bottom. You do want to do this gently because you can dent the top of the ping pong ball, and you don't want to do that. You also need to poke a hole in it because that will help release the air that's inside. Please be careful with this. The first time I did it safely with scissors, and this time on camera I did it with a knife. Don't do that. Then I use my finger to kind of smooth out the bottom. So if you just kind of take your finger and like rub around, then you can smooth it out and just make sure that your cork fits nicely inside of it. Then I'm going to go ahead and paint this with the Elephant Waverly chalk paint. I love chalk paint. You can do everything in one coat. I think it's totally worth the extra money. But if you only have acrylic paint on hand, or if you just don't want to spend that much, I totally get it. You can get a small bottle of this for like $1.50, and then you only have to paint it in one coat. So again, just my 2 cents, but acrylic would probably work. You probably just would have to do more coats. So once I had that all painted, I just let it dry, and now I'm going to move on to the actual like potion. So I'm going to be using this clear hair gel. Hair gel is so great because it has natural bubbles that it keeps in it, which emulates kind of the cartoon version of this. And then I started off with 1 drop of pink food coloring, but I do end up adding a second drop. Also, if you have a gallon bag, that would work better because I do end up having to do this twice because my baggie wasn't big enough. So if you are making a kind of larger potion bottle, then I would suggest using a gallon bag and just doing it all at once because it's just so much easier. But basically just smush around the hair gel and mix in that food coloring. Make sure your baggie is fully closed as well, because the second time I did this, I made a smidge of a mess. And then you're going to snip off the edge, like the corner of the bag, and it's going to act almost like a pastry bag or a frosting bag. And then you're just going to use this to funnel all of this hair gel into the potion bottle. See? You guys see it? The potion just exploded. Good job, Saria. Make sure your baggie is closed. You're just going to squeeze in the hair gel and fill up your potion bottle. And you guys are going to see this first baggie was not enough. So I did end up going back and just kind of making another baggie and filling it to the top. Okay, so now that it is full, I'm going to go in with these little skull beads. The reason I'm doing this is because in the cartoon, when Hades picks up the potion, he shakes it a little bit and you see little skulls in the bubbles, which, I mean, you gotta add that in, right? So this bag was $3.99. I used a 40% off coupon on it, and you get like 600. So I will be doing some other crafts with these so I can get, you know, bang for my buck. But I do think that this is so, I don't want to say cute, because I mean it's like a poison, but it's nice. And then I'm using a skewer stick. Again, you can get these at Dollar Tree, or you can use a dowel rod, anything really that will help you poke the bead down. And I'm just slowly kind of maneuvering it down where I want it in the potion. This is actually so easy to do. These beads have a hole in the top, so it's really easy to guide them through wherever you want them to be. So now moving back to the top of the potion bottle, I'm going to kind of clean out the hair gel because you need to glue in your cork to make sure that this doesn't open. I made these for my friends, and so I had to ship them, so I needed to make sure that that cork was going nowhere. But this is a close-up of the little skulls inside. I'm sorry guys, I love it. Now I'm going to paint my cork gray because I realized that you would be able to see it because it's a glass see-through bottle. So make sure you paint your cork whenever you paint your ping pong ball, that way it can all dry at the same time. The cork definitely takes a little longer to dry because it's porous and it's like, it just takes longer to dry. I don't know why I have to explain science. Anyway, paint your cork, let it dry, and then we will glue these two pieces together in a moment. Okay, now to glue. So I'm using hot glue and E6000 because I wanted to make sure this has a really strong hold. E6000 is a much stronger glue than hot glue, but the hot glue provides kind of an immediate bond to where it will be able to hold itself together while the E6000 dries. Now I did hold it in place while the hot glue dried just to make sure that it didn't shift around. And then you are going to end up with kind of like a little gap between the cork and the ping pong ball on the edge. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to line that edge, and then I'm going to go back in and repaint the hot glue. So thinking about this now, I guess you could probably assemble this whole thing first and then paint it. Good job, Saria. Way to think sequentially, but luckily you guys are watching this before you do it. So I would do these steps first and then go back and paint it. Then you only have to paint it one time. So yeah, I just kind of did a thin hot glue line around the edge. I actually, again, I made more than one of these, so that's kind of what it looked like when I was done gluing it and everything and painting. Now the top of the bottle very much looks like it's made of either stone or metal in the cartoon, so I am taking this gray acrylic paint that I had on hand and I'm going to dry brush this. The first brush I started with, I didn't like how it was working, so I took a different brush, and basically you just put your brush barely in the paint, kind of wipe off the excess, and then just slowly swipe it across. There's really no magic to this, it's just kind of do it how you like it. If you end up using a little too much, then go back in with the first color and kind of cover it up. This really isn't 100% necessary, I just think it kind of gives it a little extra detail when you're looking at it. And then once that is all dry, now we are going to, I'm going to show you guys the difference. So the one on the left is distressed and the one on the right is not. I just wanted you to see the difference between if you distress it and if you don't. Now we're going to go in and do the face. So I'm using this pink acrylic paint that I had. I do wish I had a little bit more of like a red pink because this was like bubblegum pink. And I'm just kind of doing my best to paint the face. If you guys can see the side there, I have a reference photo pulled up on my phone. I would definitely take a good look at it just because it's a very defined skull face. For this also, these brushes I'm using, I believe I got them from Hobby Lobby, but they do sell them at Walmart as well. You just need a really thin brush that's like firmer so that you have no problem painting the detail. So now that that is all dry, I'm going to go ahead and glue this into the bottle. So I am putting E6000 all around the rim. Now I will tell you guys, you might see the glue. And then I'm putting hot glue around the cork and I'm going to kind of shove it down into the potion. I really didn't care that you could see the glue at the end because to me it just looked like some of the potion was up at the top. But if that bothers you, I don't really know how to fix it. I guess don't glue your cork in. I had to glue my corks in because again these got shipped to Rowan and Erica, so. But that is the final step. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think. I think I am going to be doing some more kind of potion bottle inspired things. I did some Hocus Pocus potion bottles last year, so if you want to check that out, I'll have it linked after this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.